Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka Billy Indiana. Today I'm going to do a playthrough of a game called Next Station London, but I don't actually own the game, so I'm going to show you how you can play it on BGA, Board Game Arena. Now, Better Half Reviews is a couple, Bryce and Allison, who has a channel all about board games. I'll put a link down below. You can check out their channel. I've played this game with them online, and that's one thing nice about Board Game Arena is you can play with people no matter where. You can play live in real time, or you can play turn-based where you just, as you have time, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 turns a day, you can play a game over multiple days. So I'll show you where to find it on BGA, give you a quick playthrough on how to play a solo game of Next Station London. All right, so on BGA, you can get a free membership which gets you access to some games. You can get a premium membership that gets you access to more games. And then once you've played for a while, you might be able to play alpha or beta level games as well. I don't exactly know all the rules for that, but I'm going to show you how you could play Next Station London. So there we go. Just start typing it in, and you can see they have Next Station London and Next Station Tokyo. This one's on alpha. So again, I'm not sure that everybody has access to that yet, but I do have a video on Next Station Tokyo if you'd like to check that out. But today we're going to try out Next Station London. So if I click that down here, you can see I could set it up for who I want to play with, 2, 3, or 4 players. Today I'm just going to do a solo round. Clicking Start now, it's going to get that table set up for me. It's going to quickly show me that it's hosted by me, and then I can click Go to the Game, and then it's going to give me a quick rundown or opening up of the game. All right, so once you're into the game, you can see there's a scoreboard over here and a player board here. If you haven't played Next Station London before, let me give you a quick rundown. I'm going to click this, it puts it down below to give you a little bit better view of it, and so you can see how things score. So these vertical columns are for the 4 rounds. I'm going to make a line of green with this green starting at the green station. When I'm done over here, you can see there's a green marker, then pink, then blue, then purple. So I'm going to start making a subway line from this green station, then from pink, and then from blue, and then from purple. And so in this first one, I'm going to score for however many segments my green line enters. And so you can see there's this 3x3 big grid of 9, and then we got 4 little ones in the corner. Those are the sectors. And then whichever sector has the most stations on my green line is going to be multiplied by that. So if I can get in 5 sections with one of the sections having 4 stations, it'd be 5 times 4. And every time I cross the river, I'm going to get a bonus of 2. So that's how I'm going to score these. I'm going to get some multiple plus river crossings for the green line, and then for the pink, and then for the blue, and then for the purple. Now, anytime I can get the green to intersect the pink line, or the pink to intersect the purple, or any of those intersections, I'm going to get multiple points here. So if I get a 2-way intersection, I get 2 points times however many times I accomplish it. If I get a 3-way intersection, it's 5 points times the number of times I accomplish it. If I'm able to get a 4-way intersection, it's 9 points times how many times I accomplish it. And you do have to be careful about that, though, because you can paint yourself into a nasty corner where you have no way to go. Because you can, unless this middle one shows up, you can't go off the middle of your line. You can only go off the ends. And unfortunately, my middle advantage here showed up on the first move, which is useless. Now, the other thing you'll see on this map, you see several with these spiky things on the outer cover. Those are tourist locations. And down here, every time I touch a tourist location, these are going to get crossed off. And so the more times I can touch those stations, the more these get crossed off. And the lowest number that's showing at the end, I get those points right there. And then these are the 2 objectives. So this one says draw your underground network with at least 8 different interchange stations with at least 2 different underground lines going through each. So I need to get 8 of those 2-station crossovers. That's tough. If I can do it, though, I'm going to get 10 points. So I can tell you right now, I'm not going to focus much on that one. And then this one says draw your underground network such that it connects to all 9 stations in the central district of the city. So I need to get to all 9 of these. That's not so hard, and I might be able to cross the river a lot. So I'm going to definitely try to get that objective, but I'm not going to focus on this one so much. And if I click on this, it makes the map a little bigger and goes back over. So let's go ahead and go, and I'll talk to you about my thinking. I am not particularly good at this game necessarily, but I've played it a few times, so at least I know how to play it, and that'll give you some idea. If you find out that you like it, you could send me an invite on BGA, and I'd be glad to play a game with you. You might find out that that'd be an easy win for you. All right, so now you can see I clicked on this in my starting station. I can go to this circle here or that circle there because this is a circle showing. Now this just means that this blue card was actually the first one flipped with this symbol on it. which means if I already had a line going, I could branch off from the middle. I didn't even have a line yet, so it was kind of a wasted advantage. I do have to go to a circle there. Now the timer for this, when I know the green is going to be done, when all pink or reddish background cards get flipped, and they're going to be marked off down here with X's as I play them. So once all 5 of these are played, the round is over. Even if it's the first 5, that means my station's going to be really short. I'm hoping most of these blue ones come out first so I can get all of these stations put together, but I've already kind of lost this advantage, so not great. All right, let me go ahead and start moving this way to see if I can get up into this corner. Although, do I really need to get into the corners for this one? Not really. I need to get into the middle. And I want some interchanges. Although I do want to get over here to this tourist station so that I can get some of these crossed off. All right. Next move, I need to go to a triangle. Well, this one's not blinking because it's not connected to any triangles. So that's where you can get yourself into trouble. If you, like right now, this can go to a pentagon, a square, or a square. So since I flipped a triangle, I can't go from this end of my array. I have to go from this end. Now I could go up into this corner, which would give me a second one in this sector, or I can go down into this one, which I'm going to because I want to get all 9 of these stations in the middle covered, and it will cross into another sector. Right now I've got 2 sectors covered, but 1 is the most I have in either one. So I'm going to come down to here. Now I'm in 3 sectors, 1 being the most in each. Now I want to keep covering up what's in here in the middle. I could go here and get to this square station. That's not a bad idea though. I also do want to cover here. Let's do that though. We'll come here. Let's see if I do that. Then from there I could go to a triangle. I could go to a pentagon. I could go to a pentagon. And over here I could go pentagon, 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 anything. So I'm pretty safe. Let's do that. And let's get to 1. So over here you can see a little X on this one. So now I'm going to get 1 point for tourist stations. All right, now I drew a wild. This symbol means wild. But you can see that's going to be this one. And then I only have a couple pink ones left. I'm hoping these blue ones start getting flipped more. All right, so I can go from this one and cross the river to, if I click this one, I can go across the river, which would be nice. And that would give me a second one in this district. Or I could go parallel to the river, which really wouldn't help that much. Or I could come down here and cross the river. So one of those would be better if I go from that end. If I want to go from this end, I could go to another tourist station, which would help me start to fill up the middle a little bit more. Or I could come down this direction. So the question is, do I want to start crossing the river, or do I want to start filling some up here? This one does give me a chance to cross the river. I could also go this way, cross the river, and get into this segment. I'll have squares, triangles, pentagons, circles. Yeah, let's do that. That's an interesting, wouldn't even have noticed that one. So I cross the river, so there's 2 points, and I'm 4 times 2. So now I've got 2. I may want to focus in more on this segment now. I've got another wild. Let's cross the river again. If I come down here, I'll still be able to go to triangle, circle. I don't want to go, I go to square there, triangle, circle, square. And then from here, I could go pentagon. So I think I'll be good if I do that. And that crosses the river again and gets me another one in that segment. So that's pretty good. So now I have 4 times 3 with 2 river crossings. Now I've got a triangle. So if I go from this one, I can go to that triangle. I kind of want this one to be left open to come this way. I've got this triangle. I really want this circle and this pentagon and this square to open up before this pentagon does, because that's going to end my rail. But let's go from this end to this triangle. And I'll still be able to go to pentagon, square, circle, and from this one, pentagon, square, circle. And there's no more triangles, so I should be fine. So we'll go there, triangle, good. All right, now pentagon. Okay, so if I do this one, I could cross the river again and get another pentagon. If I do this one, I'm coming back into the central square, which I do need to fill up eventually. Oh, and it's the last move. This is the last move of this round. So if I go across, I'm not gaining anything in points. But if I go here, I am gaining in points both by crossing the river again and also by adding another one in this sector. So I'm going to do that to get another river crossing. And then I'm in 4 sectors, 5 in this 1 sector. So I'm kind of centralized here. I didn't really make my way much towards this, getting all these 9 covered yet. But we'll see how that turns out in the long run. Now, notice here I'm going to pink, and then I'm going to be going to blue, and then I'm going to be going to purple. So this purple is going to kind of hopefully focus down here, and this blue over here. So this pink, I kind of want to focus in on this section. Although really, I don't need to spread out that much. I need to fill the middle. I need to interact with the other lines a lot. Is really a better goal. I do need to get to this station up here eventually. I want to get to all the stations as many times as possible. let's it's a wild. Let's go this way to see if I can come up and get to that station. I do want to get to that station. All right. Now I'm going to a square. So from this one I could take it to the middle. That's not bad. From this one I can take it out here to the edge. Let's do that. Get another one in this sector. Maybe I can get something similar over here. Now I'm going to a pentagon. So I can come here to the middle, or I could go up here to this one. I'm going to do that so I can get that station. So now I'm 2 and 2. I've got 2 here and 2 here. Not really ideal for spreading out necessarily. And this one has no circles connected to it. This one has one. That's my only move. All right, so now I've got 3 in this sector. So that's kind of maybe my focus of where I want my sectors to be. I'd like to maybe circle back around and hit some of these. All right, so this one with a square, I can come straight back down to here. That's not bad. If I go, oh, this one doesn't have any, so that's my option. All right. And now I've only got a triangle and a wild in the red. I'm hoping these blue ones are going to keep showing up. All right, so here I can go to a pentagon, which is there in the middle. I do need to get those middle ones covered, so that's not a bad move. Or here, I could go to here and get one in this sector. And then I might be able to cross the river. Let's focus on getting that middle covered. All right, there we go. All right, so now I've got a wild. I'm thinking I might want to, let's see, I've got blue and purple here to get these still covered. I might want to go here and create an interchange. I've got 2 triangles still. If I went here, I can maybe get up in that one again. I'm going to try that. Go there. I might be painting myself. Ah, I did. I have no circle to go to, and that's what flipped over. So I lost a move. Risks you got to take some. There's the triangle I wanted. So if I go there, I do get up to my triangle, and that ends the round. But I was able to get another one into that sector. I was only in 3 sectors, but I did get 4 in that sector. I didn't cross the river at all. I did get 2 of these covered, though. So now I've got at least 4 points there. All right, I did get an interchange. All right, now I'm going from the blue one. I want to make sure I get some of these things covered over here so I don't leave it all to the purple. But these are driving me down in the other direction. And let's see. I do want to get to this station, but I also want to get to that station. Let's go. I don't like either of those choices. Let's go here. All right, now that was one where it's coming out of the middle, but there is no middle. So again, that advantage is kind of pointless. All right, so if I go from here, I can get there. I can come all the way up and cross the river. Let's see if I could do that, and then maybe go here and come back down. That's a really nice combination. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Let's give it a risk and see if we can. That'd be perfect if I'm able to. Okay, now I got another wild here. So let's go ahead and keep moving that direction. Cross the river that way. Okay, we'll come back down. If we get a triangle, maybe come over to this side. Oh, dang, no squares. So yeah, when you start setting your course out, like I said, you can easily get into a position where now I have no move, and yeah, that hurts. All right, circle. So I can do this one back up to there. I can do this one down into there. I really want to get to this triangle. I want to get back here. Boy, those are not giving me the direction I want to go either. Let's go here. Maybe I can get across the river again. What do I have left? I've got a circle. So here can take me up there for an interchange, and it crosses the river. It's not a bad idea. Then I'm going to still be able to go this way with a pentagon, pentagon, triangle if I need to. And from down here, circle, triangle, triangle. Okay, I won't have a square anywhere. Are there any squares left? No, there aren't any squares left, so that's okay. Let's do that. Get another interchange. All right, now it's a triangle. So, yeah, if I go down here, I need a circle, though, to get to that station, which is not going to happen. If I go over here, I'll need a pentagon and a triangle, which is possible. Nope, it's not possible because of the order. And from here, going to a triangle up there, that does get me into another sector. Going here does get me into another sector. Yeah, either way, this gives me more likelihood that I'm going to get something I can finish. All right, so here, yeah, that finishes around. So I didn't get to that station. That's a bummer. Well, it's not a very well played game, but at least you're getting a feel for how the game plays. And now I'm down to my last one. So I only got 18 points that time, only 12 for the middle one. So this has been a pretty rough round, but let's see what we can do here to finish. Maybe we can, let's see, what do we need in this middle? We need to get these 3 covered. So here's one, I can cross the river. That's good. So we got that one covered. All right, now another circle. Okay, well, my only option is here, so. All right, and then I can go anywhere from there. Now I could potentially work my way through here and over to get to that, and then down through here to get to that. I need to make sure I get to these covered though. So let's make sure we get these covered first. All right. Man, I may be pinning myself in too much here. Another square, no possible action. Yep. Bummer. Okay, pentagon. So here's where I can get across. Do you want to go to cross and see if I can make it over there, or do I want to just come down here and get this one? I also need to get that. So many things that I want to make sure I get. I need to get this one first. Do I have another pentagon coming up? I got a wild and another pentagon still. So let's do that. All right, now triangle, no possible action. Wow. So like I said, a poorly played game, but at least you get a feel for, okay, now I get to go out of the middle, but it probably doesn't help me much. I got to go from the middle to anywhere, but the middle to anywhere doesn't help. So what are my options here? This was the wild. I've still got a triangle and a pentagon. If I come to here, well, if I start from here, I can just come down and get that. So let's just do that. Although, did I paint myself into another corner? No, not yet. All right, so I'm 4 and 3. I did get all 9 of those. Let's go here for my triangle. Another pentagon. I am going to get another interchange here, but that's going to end it for me. All right, so not great. 96 points. Last stop, everybody off. You'll need to roll up your sleeves and not sleep between stations. So if we look at my final scoring here, you can see I was in, whoops, this final situation. You can see I was in 5 segments, I had 5 in the first one. So I started out strong, and then I was in 3 segments and only had 4 in my biggest. That one was one where the pink ones came up quick and I just couldn't get much going. This one was bad decisions. This one was more bad decisions. I didn't get to all my stations, so I only got 6 points there. I did get 4 interchanges, but that was only half of this goal. I did get all 9 in the middle covered, so 96 points. Not very good. But at least, like I said, hopefully you can see how to play Next Station London. If you're interested in trying it out, feel free to shoot me an invite. And like I said, you got a pretty good chance of winning if you play me. Or you can play it solo or play with anybody else you'd be interested in. But that's how you play Next Station London. So if you enjoyed watching this, or if you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below. If you enjoyed it, appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. And it'd be terrific if you choose to subscribe to the channel. As always, thanks for watching. This is Billy, Indiana, signing off.